Hey there, hi, it's me, Lori Sue Thirda with Rufio. Possible hikers coming by. Boom, boom, boom. He's been running out there looking for birds, huh? Go play, go play. So, I've been talking with you guys about the four doors, and we've been going through some different things, talking about ideas and how everything starts with a thought in your mind. And those thoughts in your mind, whether they're good or sorry, let me start over. Let's edit that out. All right, let's try it again. Hi there, hey, it's me, Lori Thirda, and I'm so grateful you're here. We've been talking about mind maps and ideas and how everything comes from an idea and a thought, right? Someone had an idea, and then they collaborate, and more people come together on an idea and create something till it becomes a reality. So I'm reading from Richard Paul Evans' The Four Doors as we're going along and talking about different things like that. And how we actually come up with ideas and how we stay open to the mind map, because there will always be an error, because usually the mind map's created from way back when. We created the map when we were younger, maybe even in our infancy. And some of those things just don't even work today. They don't even fit what's going on. So just unrepresented even. So how do we get over that? Well, recognizing that we can is a good thing. And then realizing that we have to stay open to it, becoming really aware. So Dr. Leaf says to grab a hold of it, start to become aware of what you're thinking. But let's see more about what he says. So it might seem like a lot of work to realize that it requires devotion, honesty, study, and experimentation. But it might seem like a lot of work, but life is a lot of work. Operating with a faulty mental map only makes it more difficult. On the other hand, few things promise more excitement and joy than learning, self-discovery, and self-improvement. So our inner nature is positive. Our whole being is wired for love. So we have a desire to progress. We have a desire to move forward because love is an advancing thing. The sky's looking pretty. The purpose of this book is to help with that. So as you honestly examine and challenge your own existing mental map, you may feel that your eyes have been opened to a new world. It's not that the world has changed, rather your view of it has. Isn't that awesome? And when we change the way we look at something, that something that we look at does change. That's pretty cool. This is an exciting proposition, one filled with tremendous excitement, possibility, and potential for change. I wish you well on your journey of self-discovery and growth. And this is a book talking about freedom. So the number one door is believe there's a reason you're born. If you don't have that, probably not going to feel like being around. Some days you're going to get really down in the dumps. But believing there's a reason that you're here, it makes a big difference. And I think that's why I picked up this book in the first place. I looked at the four doors, and when I saw door number 1, I believe that every single person, we are spiritual beings having an earthly existence right now, earthly experience, that there's a reason for each of us being here, that each of us has purposes, and that we actually discussed those with our Creator before we came here, so that we could discuss what we were going to do, how we were going to do it, and what was going to be our greatest achievement and bring us the most happiness in our journey here. And though we go through this veil of forgetfulness when we come here to this earth, there's little things that bring back that desire that was part of our purpose. So we need to pay attention to that, definitely. So, you know what? I'm going to read this one quote, and then I'm going to let you go and think about these things. Let's see. Believe in your destiny and the star from which it shines. Believe you have been sent from God as an arrow shot from His own bow. I like that. It is the single universal trait that the great of this earth have all shared. while the shadows are fraught with ghosts who roam the winds with mournful wails of regret on their lips. Believe as if your life depended on it, for indeed it does. And that's from the book, The Locket, that Richard Paul Evans actually wrote as well. So let me repeat that one more time because it's so cool. Believe in your destiny and the star from which it shines. Believe you have been sent from God as an arrow shot from his own bow. It is the single universal trait that the great of this earth have all shared. While the shadows are fraught with ghosts who roam the winds with mournful wails of regret on their lips, believe as if your life depended on it, for indeed it does. So with that, my friend, I hope that you'll pay attention to what you're thinking inside, what your thoughts are, what your beliefs are, so that you can change that, so you can step into a better you and clear out the negative and move forward in love and realize what your purpose is. There's a reason you're here. And stay open to the changes in your mental map. Get out there and just make it a great day. And Goofy is here to bug me too. And it's right here. We're talking to that right there where the eyes are. So visit me at majesticu.com, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.